Pele, Pele looking to penetrate opposition lines. Pele! Goal, Brazil!
What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at the most overpowered players in eFootball 2026 and realistically in the history of the game. So we've got a tier list that we're going to be going through, and starting off with goalkeepers and defenders. So there's 8 to 9 players for each position. Philip Lam, Araujo, Maldini, Cannavaro, Thuram, Van Dijk with long reach tackle, Rijkaard and Nesta with Schmeichel in goals. We also have our midfielders that you see here. So we've got Bellingham, Platini and Cruyff kicking us off in the first line. Daddy Vieira, Nedved and Beckenbauer. There's a couple of omissions in here. It's going to be a bit controversial. Hullet, Pirlo and Davids round off our final 9 in midfield. And then on for the strikers as well. Let me know if you're agreeing or disagreeing with any of these. We've got MSN, we've got CR7, we've got Bale, we've got King of eFootball Pele, and of course we have Rumi, Mbappe, and Showtime Big Time Dembele, who is definitely a beast. But there's a lot of players missing here. I wanted to keep it as like hard to pick as possible, right? So I am missing players. There are players missing here. But we're going to start off with Dembele, right? Dembele is definitely a freak in the game. He's so good, both feet, brilliant control, super fast with the way the game has gone. Probably could feature a little bit higher on this, but I did want to make a few difficult decisions. You could literally put Rumi up into A or B. It doesn't really make a difference. Mbappe the same with his pace. I'm putting Mbappe and Dembele on the same tier or around that. Bale, another card that you're going to be looking for here, right? Now, we do have Dembele in A. I definitely think Bale is a top 5 player in the game, in my personal opinion. Left midfielder, left wing, inverted on the right wing if you want to shoot on his left, or you can shoot with both feet and just go through the middle, playing him as a CF. He's almost unstoppable in the game. He's probably the most unique card in the game if you know how to use him correctly. Now, it's going to be difficult to pick any of the players into like the third tier here, S, A, and B. There are no cards in here that are weak, and that goes for Schmeichel as well. The goalkeepers in the game at the moment are very hot and cold. Yes, they can create and make brilliant saves, but they can also, be limited by the gameplay by having stupid mistakes. But we will stick him in there because he's the only goalkeeper on this list of 27, 28 players of the most overpowered in the game. And we're also going to round that off there as well with Beckenbauer. I haven't played much with this Beckenbauer, but anytime I've come up against him, I struggle against him. He's got excellent player ID. Now, this is a controversial one, lads. So lads, just a quick mention, if you guys are looking for PSN codes, Steam codes, Xbox codes, or pre-ordering any game, please do check out my new sponsor, which is Instant Gaming. They support any region, any currency pretty much. And of course, you will be supporting me on the stream as well. And I will be putting everything back into the stream to build out this community. And this is a huge way of doing that. So click the link or the QR code, you can scan that. Let's get back to the video. So, that is a difficult place to put Pirlo. Personally, for me, he's a beast, but I just feel he's been nerfed lately. I also think Suarez is an exceptional card, and Neymar, but they are limited compared to the other cards that you're going to see here on the S tier. This is, like, for me, if I was to put Neymar up and I was to be selfish about this and literally rank him in my own personal ranking, I would have to put Neymar up way higher than this because he's just an unbelievable dribbler. Same with MSN Suarez, one of the best in the business at finishing. Although I just think that there's something missing with Suarez compared to the top 3 to 4 strikers, especially with the likes of Eto'o, who's got that pace. Suarez just seems slightly sluggish compared to the big boys on the kind of game at the moment. But he is going to be still there, right? Now, when you're comparing the big boys, right, you have to put MSN Messi and Pele into the S tier. It's an automatic. I think if you're struggling to use these, I genuinely think you need to kind of look at your build, maybe check out the builds I've done and see what's cooking because they are unbelievable. Platini, the best AMF in the game, bar none in my opinion. Again, maybe Hullet would have a say in that as well. There's Zico that's missing off this. And of course, we have to put the daddy of all daddies, Patrick Vieira. Now, Patrick Vieira, I know what you're saying, but he's only a stopper in midfield. It's hard to compare. Like Platini to Vieira. Vieira can do it all, lads. He can shoot, he can pass, he can dribble. I just think he's the best card ever in the game. Like, this version of him is the best card in the game. I would say out of 100 squads in the top 100, you're going to probably have about maybe 90 of them that are going to have Vieira. I would be fairly confident in saying that. We also do have a little change here that I'm going to make in real time, which is to bring Schmeichel down. And I'm going to do that to make room for Daddy Turam. Now, I call him Daddy Turam because he is the best defender in the game. Araujo says hello. I know. Araujo is good as well. And I get that. But Cannavaro, I think, is probably ahead of Araujo for me with the way the game is at the moment. He's strong, he's fast, he's mobile, he can pass out from the back. And he's exceptionally good in the air, even though he's quite small. So I do really like playing with Cannavaro. Now, these two choices here, lads, it's starting to get a little bit harder now. Because I do feel like any of these cards could be up into the S tier, especially Maldini, especially Rijkaard. Hullet and Davids, I haven't played as much with these cards compared to the other two, but Cruyff and Bellingham fall into that category as well. I haven't played enough with them. Some people rate Bellingham as like top 10 in the game. For me, he just seems a little bit clunky. Nesta's the same. Anytime I'm coming up against Nesta, I never really get bossed by him compared to Araujo, Thuram, Cannavaro, or even Puyol, who's not even on the list. Beckenbauer, Baresi, who's not on the list, Saliba, who's not on the list. I do feel like that this choice here with Rummy bringing him down to the second tier, I do feel like I have to put one more player up into the S tier. If I'm putting Thuram up there, Hullet has to go up, I think, just based on strictly because he's just so unique in the game. We talked about Bale earlier. Talking about unique cards, Ronaldo's definitely gone up in my estimation, lads. I've definitely had the most fun I've had with Ronaldo in the last week playing with him. If he keeps banging them in like he's banging them in, he's going to be up into S tier very, very soon for me. He's unbelievable. His movement is cracked in the game. But that is kind of where I'm settled. Now, we will have one or two more into the S tier. I would be tempted to put Ronaldo up there. I genuinely would be for his movement. But Rummy, Mbappe, and Dembele, I just can't in good conscience, even though Ronaldo's my... He's just been beastly for me. I can't put him up there. I can't, right? Araujo back in here as well. We'll fix this up in a second. But I do think that there is a big difference between the likes of Messi, MSN, Pele, and Bale, like as our three main guys. Now, you could put Cannavaro up here. I mean, there's a few cards that you could mess around with here, and I don't think there'd be too many complaints. Listen, any of the cards on C, like you put Pirlo up into S tier or Suarez or Araujo or any of these, you're going to have no complaints. I don't think, we're always going to have people in the comments below. And you guys, I encourage you to get involved. Let me know how wrong or right I am in this. But as I kind of fix up this list here, there's 3 players left. I don't really feel like that I need to argue any of the players that are left right here. Now, Araujo's going to go into S tier. We could also throw Maldini into S tier, and that will bring up Van Dijk Longreach, and it will bring up Philip Lahm, with leaving us 1 for Nedved. It's almost like criminal to put Nedved this low down, and I would say also to put Philip Lahm this far back as well. But I wanted to make this difficult. I don't want this to be like, listen, this video could be 10 seconds long and just say like all of these players are, S tier. They all are S tier until you compare them against each other. That's kind of where we're at with it. Like, I just feel like these cards in S tier, there is no equal to them, and they're just slightly better than any other card here. So Ronaldo for me is going to stay in S tier for now. That is a controversial one because I was down on him in my review. But let me know what you guys think of this. We will do a community one as well, where I will take all the comments, we'll get the comments up on screen, we'll go through it, and if there's an overwhelming choice difference in your guys' comments, we'll do that as well. But that's it for me. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.